Good evening. Hi there. This is Dave Brown, aka Coach Dave. Got a little bit of an echo in my ear because that's the way things work. Welcome to the show. This is Late Night with Coach Dave. And hi, Karen. Karen is out there, and we are going to see here if we have a new way to get comments up in the screen. And so we're going to check it out here. It looks like we do have some comments coming in through Facebook. Thank you for sharing it out, Karen. And tonight we're going to talk about Labor Day a little bit. Welcome and happy Labor Day. Hey there, Karen. Nice to see you. I can see your comments over here on another screen. So what we've got here is we've got a new studio. This is a studio. I hope it doesn't make you dizzy. It's constantly spinning. So we might have a couple of people complain, hey, I'm kind of getting a little dizzy here. But that's okay. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. Like that. And then just listen and keep your eyes closed and you'll not get dizzy. So if you're on Twitter and you want to make a comment, aka Periscope, you have to tweet the show, and it has to keep, let's see, I have the title in there correctly, I believe. It should have the Late Night with Coach Dave hashtag. If it has that hashtag, it'll come through, it'll pop in here. And the one thing that I need to do is I need to make sure, yes, I have the blue chosen, and I'm going to refresh the title. There we go. So that's the most recent tweet, and it looks like Facebook, we're going to turn that on. So now, Karen, your comments should come through. There we go. And I'm going to turn on Twitch, and I'm going to turn on YouTube. Okay, so we have all four of the big ones in there, and the comments are running just fine. There we go. Karen says she shared it. That's awesome. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. And hey, everyone, how are you on this beautiful Sunday? Very good, very good. So our comments are working great. You can even see a picture of Karen right there. And then when we dismiss that, we get our phone number back, and the phone number comes back in. You can see we have our phone lines are open. You can call in, you can check it out. Our phone number is 712-770-5375, and the code 330619#. So there we go. Well, that's the way that the show starts. We have a few features added on this, and we have a couple things that I haven't quite yet configured. The things I haven't configured are the nice little, what do you call it? The slide-in ads, banner ads. There we go. And the banner ads, we'll find a place to fit them in here. And we won't fit them in right now, this very moment, but we will fit them in. And I'm wondering, how do you like the studio that we have here? We've got the ability to show you Ordinary People Media. There's our logo. That's who we are. So Ordinary People Media, you slide the camera right on back out to full view. When I have something important to say, we'll slide on in where you can get the look on my face, because I'm real serious. I'm a very serious guy. I have very little in my life to not be serious about. I'm joking. So Ordinary People Media, not so ordinary after all. Okay. So this is a talk show. We are happy to have, Karen says looks great. Thank you, Karen. We are happy to have everything going that we do have going, and this is completely brand new, so I'm trying to figure out how to get it going. Looks great. All right. Cool. Thanks, Karen. Appreciate that. And some of you wonder how I knew she was going to say that before she said it. And that's a trick. That is a trick. I actually have another window over here that has a little few extra comments on it. So when that happens, I can tell you what's going to go on and how it's going to work. So, well, let's get into it. Let's talk about what my subject matter for the day is. I decided this weekend I needed to talk about caterpillars. I don't know if that makes any sense. How about fake it till you make it? Does anybody know about fake it till you make it? There's a few people out there that know. And fake it till you make it, you kind of wonder just from that, what am I talking about? Am I talking about, you really don't have any right to be somewhere. You really don't have, I don't know how to say it. The caterpillar thing is probably going to be a better way to start. And I want to talk about belonging. There's a lot of grief that goes on in people's lives because they don't know that they belong when they kind of think that they don't belong. And it's not necessarily true that you don't belong. There are ways of being accepted. There's ways of being belonging. And part of the problem is that we have this mistaken idea that in order to belong, we need to fit in. You ever hear that? Go out there and be like them and you will belong. Go out there, be just like them. Go out there and fit in. Go out there and be exactly what they are and you'll belong. Excuse me. Okay, if you're a broadcaster, you need to have a cough button. That's just the way it is. That's part of life. So let me see what we've got going on here. I do have a screen that's called a conference view. And in the conference view, we have things set to Q&A. And in Q&A, what you do, now this is going to be hard to understand, you ask the question, I give the answer. Or we can talk back and forth. Q&A is kind of a two-way exchange, really. But it starts with a question, and it continues with an answer. And then after that, there's usually like a discussion. So there we are. And so my discussion this evening is about belonging. What does it take to belong? Is it something that you can do just out of habit? Is it something that takes a lot of effort? Is it something that other people tell you what to do? Is it something that you tell other people what to do? None of that really fits. None of that really fits belonging. And let me see if I can explain belonging a little bit. And again, the phone lines are open, and the phone number is down below, and the key code, the PIN number, whatever you want to call it. And so let's talk about belonging for a minute. There's a lot of it going on in the news where you've got a bunch of people arguing all over a bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about violence in America. I'm talking about people hurting other people. And we're not just talking about hurting their feelings, although that's part of it. Hurting each other. Violence over petty little things like chicken sandwiches. You guys see that on the news? You see that chicken sandwich thing? One restaurant, one chain, food chain going after another one. It's amazing. It's amazing that a chicken sandwich will cause an argument and that somebody will just be all over somebody else just because they think they want the chicken sandwich. You're going to get my free chicken sandwich, so I'm going to get violent with you. Being respected, wanting to be part of, and mutual respect. I'm part of a social club, and the women respect, love, and treat each other with respect. There's a word cut out there. So Karen, I totally agree. I totally agree. There are some social organizations, some social clubs, some social meeting places. There's some places online where people want to feel like they're part of what's going on. So let me tell you, it's not about fitting in. And that's where I got my title. It's not about fake it till you make it. You can't fake belonging. And it's not about what your mama told you. Go out there and be like them, and you'll fit with them. That's not what it's all about either. Belonging isn't about green caterpillars. Now let me explain what I'm saying there. Green caterpillars. I heard it said that if you're a green caterpillar, and you know there's some green caterpillars over here, there's some red ones over there, there's some yellow ones over there, there's some orange ones, but you're a green caterpillar, and you're going to go and you're going to be a green caterpillar with green caterpillars. You look like them, you're fuzzy like they are, you got multiple legs like they do, and that seems like you would belong. Green caterpillars belong with green caterpillars. Now, I'm not going to turn that into talking about racism because there's obviously a parallel between different colored caterpillars and different colored races on our planet. So I'm not going to talk about Races, I'm not going to make it a racist issue. No, I'm not going to go there. You all know what I'm talking about. It's the color of your skin. In this case, the caterpillar thing, I'm not referring to anything like that. So with the caterpillar thing, you're a green caterpillar. You look like them. You probably talk their language with your little antlers. You're fuzzy. You're green. The red ones, they might talk the same language, maybe, but they're red. They're still fuzzy. They still got multiple legs. Hey, Shannon, what's going on over there? I see over there you are on YouTube. So, For Humanity is over on YouTube. Thanks. And so you've got the race going on, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're looking the same, you're talking the same, you're saying the same things, you're doing the same things, and as a result of that, you're belonging, or that's what you think is making you belong. That's really not what you think is making you belong. Belonging is the ability, let's take the caterpillars again. The green caterpillar, if he goes over to the red caterpillars and he's chumming around with those guys, and he's so cool, they don't even notice. You know, he's secure with himself. They don't even notice that what's going on is that he's a green caterpillar and they're all red. And they don't really care about that. So, exactly, Karen. Karen's got a long one there, and I may actually take this. I'm going to mess with my settings here for a second. And let's see if I can make the settings a little bigger. But yeah, you're talking about, okay, that's that one. All right, I'm going to scoot this up. Sorry, guys, I haven't had all of the things figured out in my head yet, but I'm getting there. So, Karen, I'm going to read yours, but yours is really long. Shannon's a pink caterpillar. Karen said, "You must first know who you are, then find those around that you trust and will stand by you during tough times, good times. And for those who don't understand that, they're part of the violent because there's many things missing in their lives. God, parents, love, etc. Those people are unhappy, miserable, and are missing a connection with God." Okay, there you go. So, and Shannon, I agree with you. It's true. You do love everybody. But what Karen was saying about those caterpillars, or about, it's not about fitting in, it's about knowing who you are. So the red caterpillars are accepting this green one because he just goes over there and talks to them and has some cool stuff he likes to discuss with them, all that stuff. And as he does that, he's not bothering, or he's not bothered with the fact that he's green. They're not bothered with the fact that he's not red. And it's not that he went there to look like them, act like them, and fit in. It's there that he went there to be himself. And if you can go and be yourself in any group of people, I'm in a lot of different mixed groups of all kinds of people. And I feel like I belong. I feel belonging because I'm able to be me. They love me for me, and I love me for me. And I love them for just being them. It doesn't matter what they are, what they look like, what they dress like, even the sound of their voice. It doesn't matter. So belonging isn't fitting in. Belonging is being accepted for you, who you are, and accepting other people for who they are and what they are. So that's belonging. Now, let me ask you one other thing. Do you feel the same way when you're alone? When you're alone. I got somebody over on Mixer asking me, what do I coach? I coach people. I coach people's lives. I help you when you've got a little bit of something off kilter and you kind of say, I'd really like somebody to help me get back on track. So that's what I coach. So let me ask you, do you feel the same way? Do you feel acceptable when you're just being yourself by yourself? What do you think? And again, I want to just tell you, I'm going to let you think on that. I want to just tell you that we are on the chat that we have. I can still see DLive and Mixer, but the other chat that we have on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, aka Periscope, is you know, and the guy on Mixer says it's lame that I help people. Okay, I can accept that. And I'm glad that I don't have your chat on here because we don't need to waste time on you either. All right, hang on. I got a train going by. If it gets really noisy, I'm going to hit my microphone. But yeah, we don't need people like you. If you're going to come in, make comments like that, go somewhere else. We don't really need your kind of input. Hey, what's going on there? I see DLive over there. And we can see your chat if you come on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. And it's the same username on all three, Dave Brown Coach. And so if you feel the same way when you're by yourself, you feel acceptable of yourself and all that, that's actually part of belonging. The ability to feel acceptance of yourself and who you are and what you are within a group and without a group. And so that's what I'm talking about when I say belonging. And so we've got a lot of people out there that try to get you to belong. And there's a phone number here. If you guys see me, you want to call in, you want to make some comments. Even if your comments aren't acceptable, we'll do like we did with the guy on Mixer. We'll send you off. You can go. But if you want to be part of a conversation and you want to contribute to the conversation, we're going to let you talk to everybody that's watching on the air. And we have quite a few people watching. So that's what belonging is all about. And if you have any input about belonging, you want to know what belonging is, we've got the phone number right here below me. We got the PIN number, and you hit the pound sign, and you'll be put into our queue. And when you're in our queue, then I'll go ahead and unmute it. I'll give you a chance to just tell me what you're all about. And maybe we'll even put you on the program. Now, I have to filter my own calls because I'm self-produced, but that's okay. There we go. Karen says it's okay to be by yourself. Love yourself enough to be okay with that. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Karen, you have some wisdom, and I'm glad you're here. So I hope you're all having a very good Labor Day. And you can come on and be on the show. Let me show you the phone number again, 712-770-5375. Punch in the code 330619, hit the pound sign, be on the call live. The phone lines are open right now, so be on the call live. All right, and it sounds like we got somebody who wants to be on the call live. We'll see. Check that out while I'm talking. And I'm going to show you guys, because we are ordinary people, media, I'm going to show you guys some, thank you, Karen. I'm going to show you guys some commercials for a couple of the shows we have, then I'm going to come back. So take a look at this.
I stay cooler than the Chi-Town breeze, but hyper like I'm at the World Cup overseas. Do rag for waves with me, gotta stay fresh. I never leave home without it like American Express. I'm feeling kinda old school, how about you? If you're feeling how I'm feeling, this is what you do. Throw it up, 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 throw it up.
Tune in to the Common Sense Show TV, where your host, Terry, aka the Common Sense Guru, will give you a loving, violent push into using more of your common sense. Come for the advice, stay for the laughs. Live Sundays at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Come, join, share, and invite, and remember to always interact in the comments.
Do you love eggs at 11 a.m., but you don't have nobody to take you to brunch? Well, guess what? I got news for you. Let's day drink and have bad table manners and wake up late, all while you watch Leaf and E-Bigger cut it up each week talking about hot, popular, trending topics you can watch on Facebook, on Charm City Direct TV, or the Young Black Panthers Network. It is premiering August 2nd at 11 a.m.
And hey everybody, welcome back. Ordinary People Media. Not so ordinary after all. That's my new phrase. I hope you guys like that. So that's what I'm talking about is belonging. And you need to be okay with who you are. Now there's a lot of different groups out there. I was starting to tell you I'm a member of a number of different groups. I'm going to try to untwist my lips here. I'm a member of a number of different groups. I still can't say it. But regardless, they accept me. I accept the fact that I can't say it. And so what we've got is you really just need to understand that other people aren't going to love you maybe the way that you need to be loved. And other people aren't going to accept you, but that's okay. And George, thanks for following out there. You guys, if you wouldn't mind sharing this, if you wouldn't mind sharing it out and following, subscribing, all of that stuff, we really need to have our viewership increase so we can pay for this studio. This is a kind of an active studio. It's kind of spinning around. So, hi, Nicole. We're enjoying the fact that the studio is here, but it was not cheap. So we're really kind of, we're more than glad it's here, but we're also trying to get it all fixed up. All right. So if you're accepting of yourself, and if you are involved in some other groups, you know that you can be there. Change my commercial. Well, I know. Hey, Terry. I'm gonna have to change my commercial because it's already it's already kind of gone past the preview, the first date. So I have to change that. But I didn't have the new one. I've made the studio. We're working on that. So there's the phone number. And this studio is going to need some support. And I don't mind asking because, as my friend Shannon says, my ask isn't broke. I don't have a broke ask. You got to be careful. Careful how you say that. So if you belong to a lot of groups, if there's a group out there, you want to belong to them, and you start thinking about, well, how do I fit in? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about fitting in. What you need to do is just go and be yourself, connect with them, connect with people, be honest, and that's what happens is you gain acceptance for you being you. The good part about that is you don't have to pretend. You don't have to forget what kind of lies you told them to become accepted, because you're already accepted for who you are with no lies. Accepted for who you are with no lies. That's a pretty good thing right there. That's a pretty good thing. So let me put the phone number back up here for you. Here's the phone number. Call in now, 712-770-5375. And the PIN number is, let me see, the PIN number is 330619. Now, Nicole says, don't fit in, stand out. That's good. That's good. That's a very good way to put it. Don't just fit in. Do the opposite of fitting in. Stand out, be yourself, be noticed, stick your head up out of the crowd. And, you know, people say that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. And so we're also talking about standing out. And you don't have to fit in. You don't have to fit in. You just got to be you. So we're going to check here and see one more time. And it looks like we've got a person in our chat room. Hold on just a second and let me unmute that. All right. Hey, this is Dave. Who's this? Okay, let me put you on live, Shannon. Guys, we've got Shannon on live with us, my friend Shannon, who is awesome. Shannon, hello. Good, not Good Friday. I was thinking Good Friday for a second there. Happy Labor Day. All right, well, I'm happy to have you on and just have everybody tell me what you know about the fact you don't need to fit in. You don't need to fit in. You just need to be yourself. Okay. Now, Karen says she can't hear you, so let me see if I can figure out what's going on with that. Can you guys hear Shannon, my caller? We'll see. Okay, Terry says he can't hear you. So I'm going to have some adjustments to do on that. Let me see if I can figure out. There's a couple of things I can do to punch you over to that line. Oh, there we go. that was not it. And let's see. Can you guys hear Shannon now? Oh, no, man. I was really bleeding over there. Okay. So it seems like I don't have that dialed in yet. So I appreciate you calling, Shannon. It's awesome to talk to you. I'm going to get this other part of it dialed in, and then we're going to have an awesome thing to present to people. Hey, thanks for coming in. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Okay, well, that was exciting and not exciting all at the same time. And so if you guys didn't hear that, you don't hear the hold music either. All right. Well, Shannon was giving me a shot, helping me figure out whether or not the call-in part of this works. As I said, a new studio, and we are figuring out how to get that to work. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close that and get rid of the studio itself. Okay, we're going to have the live thing working, but right now, our fancy stuff with our social media works. We've got the little lower third here that anytime someone in the major channels say something, it pops right in there. So that's what live radio, live TV, live broadcasting is all about. Sometimes you get some really good fancy stuff working and other stuff doesn't. Now I also have another thing that actually does work, and it is the ability to call in by video. And let's see if I can figure out, I have to get rid of that. I have to go to my items here, and there's my call right there. Okay, so if anyone has the guts to call in with either their phone or their PC, where you can put your camera on the screen, you can go to vmixcall.com, vmixcall.com, and get a pencil, because I'm going to give you a password, and it's a long password. What's Terry telling me? All right. The long password is 360-333-1744. 360-333-1744. And that is at vmixcall.com. And if you come in, I'll see that your picture is next to mine, and we'll switch over to it. And this is foolproof, right? Foolproof. So there we are. All right, so we are having a good Labor Day, hopefully. Hopefully you guys are having a great Labor Day. And we've got all these fancy little things that we can do with our camera, and we can show people that we are ordinary people media, and that we are no longer just ordinary. So anyway, that's how that goes. All right. Well, I'm going to get some new commercials before next show. And phone lines, I took the phone lines down because for some reason they didn't come through. So I need to figure out what that audio situation is and get that piped in. This thing has almost as many audio channels as, as voice meter. Almost as many. So we'll figure that out. We'll get that going. And if you guys want to call in fact, if you want to call in with your phone or with your PC and have people see you on the show, just give me a DM through Facebook Messenger, and I will paste that other information in so that you can go right to it. And let me get that information in my buffer. Go to my call manager. All right. Let me get that information. I'm going to copy it so I can paste that in if somebody wants to give me a direct Facebook message, and I will let you write it in the show. So belonging, and you know, Nicole, one thing that you just said is that, you know, if you are belonging and if you are being yourself, if you're living lies and telling the lies to your group, truth will come out and your patrons will feel deceived. Exactly. And that is so true. You know, the truth will come out, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. We've been in a couple of groups, haven't we, Nicole? And here's what Nicole was talking about. The truth will come out. The truth will come out. There's something about truth. And let's see, it looks like we've got a text here. Okay, I see what's happening. So there is something about truth. There is something about pretending. There's something about saying you're living one way and living the other way. And, you know, if you're faking it, people are going to know. So if you want to come on live with your camera, give me a direct message on Facebook Messenger, and we'll get you in here. That is a lot easier. That's a lot cooler. That's a lot easier to hook up. So come on the show live if you want to. You just have to message me direct through Facebook Messenger, and I will send a reply back with the information you need to get on live and be face to face, face next to face. All right. So there it is right there. If you're living and telling lies to your group, the truth will come out and your patrons will feel deceived. You know, you can say your bestest friends, you can say your level 10 best friends, but if you come out and you ask this question, and then you yourself don't tell the truth, you answer the rest of that. You answer the rest of that. And that's what's happening in the newspapers and on TV news. I mean, you got a bunch of people that are like, you got to believe what I believe. You got to talk like I talk. You got to dress like I dress. You got to be for the same candidate that I'm for. And if all those things are lining up, then yeah, I guess I'll accept you. I guess you can be in my group. And if those things don't line up, get the heck away from me. Get the heck away from me. And I don't get that. Yeah, that's my sentiment exactly. Right there. Right there. I know there's one more. You guys know there's one more if you've ever watched me. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Right? Right. So there you go. I hope you guys are hearing those. Are you hearing the sound effects? Because I don't know what you're hearing, what you're not. I got to go back on Periscope and watch this. See what you're hearing, see what you're not hearing, fix up my little sound glitches. I got a couple things going on here. I could probably load up a browser and just use it as a sound audio. And then it would be okay. So, did you guys hear those sound effects? I know it takes about 10 seconds to kind of go through and get your message from your keyboard to me. But that's what I'm talking about. That's why we're talking right now about being accepted. And, you know, the whole thing is, that's what it's all about. You can be yourself. You can be responsible for one person. The one person you're responsible for is you. So Karen says, no, the sound effects didn't come through. I'm going to have to check that out. It may be that I need to do this. Tell me if you get a sound effect. All right, we'll find out about that. Actually, I could just look at my major meter here. Nope, you're not seeing that. Okay. So that's what that is all about. And so guys, it looks like the call-in thing is not going to work tonight, but that's okay. I feel totally accepted of myself with that not working. And so that's all right. But if you do decide that you want to be in the program, have people hear you, come on live, face to face or face next to face anyway, and be on the show, we have that ability. Just DM me and I'll send you a quick little link. And I don't just send it out to everybody. So I'll warn you, if I don't know you and you message me, I'll think about it before I get the link. And let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like when we are on with a guest. And so we've got this window here where I am. We got the window over there for my guest. So if you want to be a live caller on my program, come on the program. And we got all kinds of cool stuff we can do with it like this. But that just makes it all the more fun if you're able to just switch it out, get a live caller, and then go back. All right. So that's That's what I'm talking about. Fake it or make it. Are you going to fake it to be in a group you want to be in? Or are you just going to be yourself? Are you going to fake it to make it in the group? Or is that just going to be something, you're just going to be yourself, you'll be okay, everything will be fine? Let me know what you think. But I'm not the kind of person that will fake it just to be doing that. So that's just me. All right. Just wanted to be clear. I was in a group, we did that. I was in a group where you had to say, I don't have a spot. I'm going to put you on the spot. I don't have a spot is the reply. I don't know. You just, after a while of being told stuff that isn't the truth, you kind of get away from that. So anyway, I'm going to figure that out. I did figure I can look at my master volume, which is the audio going out, and we can figure that out. So that's not going to be a hard thing. All right, guys, I am going to take off out of here. I'm going to split the scene. I'm going to make tracks, and I'm going to give you an outro so that you can see that we have part of our studio together, and the rest of it, I just need to watch my meter when I do stuff and see if it provides the entertainment that we need. But guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks for having a good Labor Day with me. Have a good evening, and we will talk to you soon. God bless. And don't forget, Ordinary People Media, not so ordinary anymore. God bless. Good night.